Hi everyone, welcome back to craft time, or whatever you might want to call it. But today I'm going to make a mantis enclosure that I actually did on the last live. But I did it quickly, so what I'm going to show you today how to make it in full. And also at the end I'm going to do the draw for the theme for the next enclosure. So hang around to the end for that. But for now, we're going to turn a plastic
fishbowl.
I think it's a fishbowl out the pound shop. We're not sure whether it's like a biscuit barrel or a sweet tin or a fishbowl.
Or whatever you want to use it for.
Yeah. So we're going to wash. They're £1. They're a bit scratched, as you can see. They're the last ones in, so I went and grabbed 6 for the 6 mantis. They're a bit scratched on the side, but it's not going to matter. So it has no lid, obviously. So what I used was this. Now this is what I used for the bottom of the mealworm breeding box. It's thicker than your normal dress netting, but not quite as thick and stiff as the metal netting on top of the Exoterra. So it's in between.
Just plastic.
Yeah, it's like a plastic mesh rather than metal mesh. So all I did was I drew around the outside of the lid. That's that. Now all I did was, yes, you can see my grotty table. I didn't clean it after the last creation. This is just normal dress netting that you make tutus out of, and I just hot glued around like that. So while the hot glue's warming up the gum, so it'll be stuck to that. Yeah, when it's stuck to it, it'll sit straight. With that on top, a bit shorter. No, you do. Like, yeah, because it's not stuck. It just fits on like that. You can use your imagination. You know what I'm getting at with it.
The other one works.
And then also it acts as a lid, and the netting and the mesh and that one in there, the mantis will hang on to upside down. Now the only problem we had with the first one was the mantis has trouble walking up where it's beveled here. So this time we're going to make sure we put plants, leaves, things for it to hold on to and sticks, so it can climb up if it goes down hunting for food. Now this is a side I want on the lid, face down on the lid, because the mantis seems to sit on that better. Now it's dried. That's right, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this looks ugly as hell. It's really bad. Now, if you can see what I mean, that'll sit on there. I didn't exactly do that even, but it's fine. And then you put the elastic on like that. See? Oops. There you go. Now to pretty it up, I didn't bring them all through.
I'm just going to get them.
But yeah, the other bits. I bought
I'll be back.
a little bit of lacy because I'm a girl and I like a bit of lace. So some lace trim. So I'll just trim it with that. Little flowers. Just embellishments. These little quid, whatever it's called. The works. It's like a trim, but I'm going to cut them off individually and use them individual. Probably. And we bought this leaf trim. All different colours, like a garland. And some foam butterflies. Because the child has 3 mantis too and he's a boy and he doesn't like the pinky girly flowery stuff. So, I've glued my carpet again. I am hoping this goes on easier than I hope. So let's get it up off the table before it sticks. There we go. So, like I said, I'm going to use some of these. 1, 2, I think I might use 3. And do it like these have already got some sort of glue on actually. I've not got no finger pads left, I've just burnt them. Right. I think that'll be enough. I don't want to overdo it. I think I've bored the child is enough. Yeah. There. And it just makes it a bit more interesting than seeing all the glue on the top. Now, like I said, I'm going to have to make sure I put enough stuff so it can climb from the bottom up. Right, I just paused it to give it a spray because the dirt was really dry. It'd been lying about, so. Just going to glue a stick to that one. So it has some way to walk up to the top that way. I do glue the sticks because I don't want them to move when the mantis is walking on them. That one hasn't glued. That one will glue. Now I think instead of doing one strand, I'm just going to see if this is big enough to. Instead of putting it there though, I think I might put it here. Got it on straight. That'll be better. Then I also had the idea of these because they're on quite long branches. There. Maybe up here. It's just to help them get up when they go down to the ground, because I like to chuck food in for my mantis as well as tongue feed. I like tongue feeding them anyway, but I also like to chuck them in and let them hunt it themselves. I think it's nice. And what I'm going to do is find, before that dries, just something to hide all that glue. Sticking a leaf into it like that. Right. What do you think? Every time I do a video, I lose the flash on it. Never mind. Right, excuse, you can see my glue and everything over there. So that's it. You're not going to see much because where I sprayed it. So it should have enough points there to get up. Like I said, they do have problems on this beveled bit here, walking up here. But there is plenty. Sticks, it's all stable now. Yeah. Come on, just... Oh, it's not going to go anywhere, that. Nope. Come on, little buddy. Come on. I found your new home. Don't jump, you doofus. Slow down. Slow down. Slow, slow, slow. Yeah, he's gonna... Look, my dirty nail. Ugh. Yeah, I'm there. That's it. Do you want to wear him? Oh. That's what he thought of his new enclosure. He ran back in his old one. Cool. No, you got to go in your new one. Come on, little buddy. Hello, little one. Alright, let's get him in. And we'll just come straight to the lid because they always do. And there, where is he? There he is, hanging on the white leaves. So that whole enclosure cost me £1 for the bowl. Already had the netting, the mesh. It was £1 for the thing, and I can do 2 in it for the frill. And it was £1 for the flowers, and I used 3 out of about 20 or 30. So £2. Not even that. All the decorations is driftwood we found at the beach. Flowers I already have to decorate my teas. Nope, just checking there's nothing. Oh, there's a worm. I'll just chuck that worm I left in to see if it'll eat it. And give him time and he'll go up to the mesh lid up there. Okay. Right, so he's in. he's going to climb up to the top now. There he is. So let's get on to the draw for the theme that I'm going to do for the next enclosure. So what I've done is I've written down, there was only 8 people that gave a theme. So I'm not going to mess about with random pickers and going live and doing all that. It's not worth it just for this, just to pick a theme. So I've put the 8 on there. And on here, where the child can't see, I've put the names and the theme that they gave and numbers. So instead of just picking a random one, I'm going to get the child to pick his favourite, what he wants out of it. So there's no names, it's just whichever one's his favourite, and then whoever gave that idea will win. So I thought that would be the best way to do instead of messing about. So you got 60 seconds, 60 minutes.
What?
Try that again. You have 1 minute to think about them themes and pick whichever one's your favourite. So go. And your first answer is the one we're going to take, so be careful.
Number 2.
Number 2, mini castle and moat. Okay. So that's what we're going to go with. Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
That's a good job because your first answer is going for it. So let's see who won. Abandoned Mine, Graveyard, Lord of the Rings, Stonehenge, Wild West, Mini Castle and Moat. So that is... Oops. Arachnophilia. So congratulations to Arachnophilia. I have got 2 weeks to make a mini castle and moat. I think I might need some help with this one.
Probably.
So, Arachnophilia, think of a name. It could be your name, your channel's name, a name you think would suit her. Whatever you want. And you get to name her when she goes in. So, thank you everyone for watching. And we will see you all next time. Bye bye.